Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode of Triple Threat. Before we get started, let's have a moment of silence for the Ultimate Warrior who passed away a few days ago. And let's have a moment of silence. Okay. Before we get started, let's get into the serious topic. Like I said before, um, this past weekend we had WrestleMania, and then we had the tragic death of Ultimate Warrior. California Kid right here on the right, and Pike on the phone. Uh,
Hello.
California Kid, I know you're a big Ultimate Warrior fan because you had his action figure.
Yeah, yeah. Tough loss. I mean, it's so unexpected that the Ultimate Warrior would leave us at this particular time. I think he went out in the best way I've seen in a while. I didn't expect him like that, but really tough. I mean, really played a big part in my childhood. The Ultimate Warrior. I love the promos. I always did. I they were it was the energy when he come running down to the ring, and my favorite to date was definitely the promo from WrestleMania 6. I love that one. The one he did on Hulk Hogan was excellent. It's
Yeah,
just, I mean, that's one of people look at it as this cryptic kind of message and the parody thing they did of him, but me, I thought it was I love that interview. It's one of the most deep and most like just all these underlying meanings in what he's saying. You really get a lot out of it. The guy was really brilliant. It's just like I said, he was very controversial too, and he was always intense. The Ultimate Warrior, very intense. And they always talked about he's really intense in real life, and he is. Remember fond memory of when he did that when RVD did an impression of him. You see him walk up like unexpectedly. The Ultimate Warrior walks up like he's there. It's just awesome. Really, really, really going to be missed guy, and not anyone that wrestling is ever going to forget is the Ultimate Warrior. It's like he was the warrior, man. Gone back to parts unknown.
yeah. Probably you want to throw in your 2 cents?
I remember being really young, one of, starting watching wrestling, and my family, everyone in my family did, and especially my older cousin, and we had this little rivalry because his favorite guy, I liked Warrior too, but he loved Warrior. That was his number one guy, and I was a Hulkamaniac. That was my number one. So when we saw the tape of Hogan versus Warrior at Mania, you would have thought in our house it was World War III. How we were far apart from each other in the same room, really getting into this match. And when Warrior won, he was happy. I bawled like a baby, and it's just that charisma and that drive, and just seeing he was practically a rock star at that time, like a bona fide rock star. Just the whole gimmick, the look, just the speed of running into the ring, and those some of the craziest promos I've ever heard to this day. Just you can spend a whole day watching those promos, just trying to figure out. And then, but he was a rebel in his own way, and he would say things and do stuff. Sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I didn't, but that was his thing. That was made him unique. And then it's almost like a weird subconscious level. It's almost like he knew that was coming. By the
Yeah,
way,
Yeah,
Hall of Fame, and then he goes on me, and he goes on Raw and gave that great speech, and then this, following day, it just shocked me, and him passing, and I think about what he was a part of in WWE and the great fuse with Hogan, and not just Hogan, but Macho Man and Ravishing Rick Rude, and that great cage match and with Rick Rude. So he will definitely be missed, and just he's one of the greats, great personality, parts unknown, greatest citizen. You
yeah.
know,
Well, The only one I can remember from Warrior was the feud he had with Papa Shango, aka the Godfather. I mean, that really freaked me out, especially the part where they made believe like he actually had cursed him, and he was throwing up everywhere on the daughter while he was on the stretcher. But Warrior, he was one in a million. He had the energy. He really was a rock star running to the ring like that. I mean, I was surprised he didn't gassed out whenever he was in a match. I think some of the wrestlers say he did because of that.
Yeah, I think they said at times he did. You know, but he was so enigma that you just didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the ropes.
Yeah.
Get the ropes.
Mhm. And like I said on my Facebook, it's sad, but at least Warrior was able to bury the hatchet with Vince, and he was able to make peace with them and air his grievances, and was able to do that DVD before he died. Because let's face it, a lot of wrestlers don't get that chance to do that.
Yeah, they
but
don't.
At least
your own grievances in your own words, and
because let's be honest, that self-destruction of the Warrior DVD, that was just awful.
I mean, that is one of the biggest insults I've ever seen WWE do to anybody was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dang DVD like that was just...
And, if you saw the Hall of Fame, he really let them have it. He went off because he was really upset about that. And go ahead.
I still am like DVR, the one they showed on USA. I still haven't watched because I know if I watch it, I know I'm going to get emotional.
Yeah. But, it was just, nice that he was able to go into the Hall of Fame, have his family there, and got to, say goodbye to the fans. Because unlike one wrestler, Macho Man, who didn't get a chance to do it.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Oh, yeah.
But, at least Warrior was able to, say his piece to the WWE Universe, and he was able to, bury the hatchet. Because, like I said, most wrestlers don't get that chance to do that.
And then I can't help but mention one of the funniest things I've ever seen in WWE history was, when he ended Honky Tonk Man streak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
That was huge.
And I remember watching that part with my wife on the Ultimate Moments on Raw, and she was just cracking up. That was just so dang funny how they did that. It's just like, yeah, that's all. And it's just, there ain't gonna be no one like him. Never.
No. That was one shot, one time in history, man. You'll never get anything like that.
And my God, can't deny the theme music.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest themes in history. I mean, ever.
Hands down.
It's one of the...
Like Warrior, bonafide rock star.
Yeah, though, I mean, that theme is right up there with the Bret Hart or the Kenta Kobashi or the
Hogan.
Hogan. Yeah, all the great ones that people remember, the Misawa, the Attitude Era, the Stone Cold one. Everybody's going to remember that Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's people. You just sing it now if you want to. It's that good. But yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that.
And we can talk about this a little bit. I gotta say, big fuck you to Nancy Grace.
Of course, yeah.
That's...
I've never liked Nancy Grace, and she just gave me even more reason why.
That's got to be the stupidest thing. I mean, if I remember correctly from the classes I took at college, I thought like the number one rule is you got to make sure that all your sources are credible.
I know your facts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, she not realize how stupid she sounded? And explain it to people who might not know what we're talking about, what she said.
Well, she brought Diamond Dallas Page on the air, and she went all out, kept saying steroids all through the segment, displaying Ultimate Warrior's death, even though the correspondent just got off the, you know, talking about that the what they call it, the testing,
Oh yeah, the urinary testing.
no the
Yeah,
car,
how they do testing and all that.
the testing of
Yeah.
what was in his system wasn't
System
even
test.
done yet, and she
Right.
just going off and on about steroids. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they didn't even done the autopsy.
yeah, and she was just going off and just trying to make it like the main point of the whole situation, even though we didn't even know where he died from. And
Yeah,
then,
they ended up saying it was, after that they said it was like a heart failure, pretty much a
yeah,
heart attack.
yeah,
But then, like, the thing that really pissed me off saying how these wrestlers die and because of steroids, and then her dumbass is going to mention Owen Hart.
yeah. And if you listen to Jim Cornette's podcast, the Jim Cornette Experience on MLW Radio, he even said there were more people that didn't die from steroids that was on that list.
Yeah, like what was up with that?
Alright.
Somebody in her,
I think Natalia said she wanted to kick ass.
I wouldn't mind seeing
Tony
that.
Rose even said he wanted to kick ass.
Yeah, but
I was like, how dumb can you be to say something that stupid?
yeah,
And Nancy Grace.
You know? I mean, and we all know how Owen Hart passed. It was that horrible freak act. Why in the world would you want to do that? That was a horrible idea. You know how he was blue blazers, have him come down with the wires and all, and had that horrible accident, so
yeah.
just like know you're fast, Nancy. Your show should be canceled anyway. I don't.
Pretty much every show on
You
HBO.
should have been canceled way before that one guy, Pierce Morgan.
That's on CNN, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's the same branch though. It's like
the same thing.
HL is like the sister company. So
Yeah,
but still, she's an idiot.
yeah. Well, let's move on. So, like we said, WrestleMania was a few days ago, and let's give our review. But before we get into that, anybody want to talk about anything in the Hall of Fame?
What hasn't been said? My God.
You know, I mean, I read about it. Like I said, I haven't watched it. I read like,
Well,
let me see. I heard Lita told a funny speech. Mr. T kept talking about his mom, and
71 times.
was it really?
Yeah, somebody did a YouTube count, and it was 71 times. And like I was telling the California kid, they had to kick Kane out there like he was the Sandman,
Yeah, dude.
not the ECW Sandman, but the Apollo Sandman. For those of you that didn't watch Showtime at the Apollo, but they had to get Kane out there like he was the Sandman to get Mr. T off of there.
Wow.
But it was a good Hall of Fame. Leo's speech was, Leo's speech was a little bit long, but it was good.
This is a good story, though, what she was saying.
Good to see Carlito, and
Of course, like Paul Bear's sons.
yeah, and good to see Taker finally breaking the habit and coming to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he showed up.
Even though he was still in character.
Didn't say anything, but really didn't have to. He made his point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jake's Hall of Fame speech was kind of touching. They had to censor him a lot. And Scott Hall's was short and sweet, but good to the point.
Him and Razor Ramon look great now.
Yeah. I did like that ending where Scott Hall said that bad times don't last, but bad guys do. That was awesome.
That was really good.
But I did like Warrior's speech, and I also liked the part where he came out with his darts instead of having two of the divas break him out.
Yeah, he said screw that.
But that was pretty cool too.
Wanted to do it his way.
Yeah. Linda McMahon, God bless her, but Jesus Christ. I don't want to hate on her, but she just
Why
couldn't.
not? Why not? A lot of politicians do. I'm just saying.
Mm, but yeah, that said speech was kind of boring. But the whole class was just awesome, and it was good to see Trisha too.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, let's get started. WrestleMania 30 was in New Orleans, and we'll start off right at the bat with the Usos versus Axel and Los Matadores. It wasn't. Oh yeah, and the Real Americans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't I get to see it because it was on the network?
It's just I didn't see it, but
Did you really want to see it?
not really.
Not really, but glad that the Usos kept the title because that would have been really
That
stupid
would have
if
been
they
dumb if they had dropped them.
took
Yeah.
the titles off of them. But you would think after hyping up the tag team division, they would try to put the tag titles on WrestleMania. I mean, I said it before, I say it again. You don't really need to have a pay per view named Night of Champions to have all your titles on the pay per view. WrestleMania should be that pay per view where you have all the titles on there.
That should be the one.
But I digress.
WrestleMania used to be about championships.
Let's get into the opener, guys. The show opened up with Hogan, and good God, Hogan. I mean, this dude botched right off the bat.
Somehow, I thought it was a work. I mean, it seemed so
I remember
perfect.
you said that, CK. You thought it was a word. I don't think that was. I like that. I mean, it is believable that he would get that wrong.
Yeah.
But then
You just don't expect him to get that wrong.
This guy don't.
I called it Superdome.
the Silver Dome. You walked in saying it was the Silver.
Because he called it Superdome, it was the Silver Dome, right?
No, it was the Superdome, but he kept saying the Silver Dome.
I thought he said Sky Dome.
He said
No, it was
they were at the
Superdome.
New Orleans Superdome, but he kept saying the Silver Dome.
He kept saying Silver Dome. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
he kept saying we're in the Silver Dome, brother.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, Stone Cold came out, which was a shocker, but it shouldn't be because we knew that he was pretty much there. Came out and roasted Hogan for
Good timing.
that botch. Then out of nowhere came the Rock, and seeing Rock and Austin in the ring again and Hogan, it was just a good way to.
That's crazy. You never thought you would ever see that.
Nah, not really. Especially with all the rumors they kept saying about Hogan facing Austin at WrestleMania, and that never happened.
Yeah.
Then they had them finally in the ring together and also with the Rock. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting for Austin to pretty much rib both Hogan and Rock by telling Hogan that you could do like Dwayne and just put it on your hand, Hogan.
Oh my goodness. That would have been a good one.
That was great. And I like that Hogan was a good sport about it. After that box, and they kept bringing it up, and he just smiled. I like that he was a good sport.
Yeah, and everybody kept burning him, all through the show and on Raw. But let's get to the first match. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Let me say this right off the bat. The set for WrestleMania 30 was awesome.
Very well done.
That was long as fuck. That ramp was long as hell.
They like they designed it from looking at a shovel.
They
long line in the part in the ring. It looks like the design of a shovel.
Yeah, it was a very long walkway.
Very cool. It was very cool.
Symbolism. But
oh yeah.
It's like the walkway from WrestleMania 2000, the game. Like it was just take forever to get down there.
Yeah. But let's talk about the opening with Triple H coming out in his King costume.
Oh boy, here we go.
It was a pretty cool costume. Made him look like Skeletor a little bit. And Shao Kahn.
It was really good. It was like a mix between Skeletor from the Master of the Universe movie, and it looked like
Shao
when
Kahn.
he gets Shao Kahn. Yeah, very. I liked it.
With a little hint of Game of Thrones with the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
And turns out that one of the women was Charlotte Flair, Flair's daughter. That's got to be something.
They were all NXT girls, weren't they?
Yeah, Sasha, I think it was Sasha, what's her name?
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she was there too.
And I think one of them was Bailey.
Yeah.
That one girl.
Yeah, but Flair got to be flipping his lid about that. But, he came out dressed in that, and, Daniel Bryan didn't get announcement, but I don't think he really needed one.
No.
Nah.
But
didn't expect like it was gonna be like a big thing for him because he Daniel Bryan, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
That crowd, that's his big interest.
Yeah. So the match, it was a pretty good match.
Yeah. I thought it was a good match.
Really good. Yeah, it was worked nicely. It worked really good.
Nice opener.
Yeah.
Very nice opener. It was just fast paced. Thought Stephanie was going to interfere with the match, but she didn't. And surprisingly, Daniel Bryan got the knee with just the knee.
Yeah, that was surprising how he won. I thought for sure he'd have to contend with the interference with Stephanie and Kane. I thought all kinds of junk was gonna go down in this match. Like,
well, they were gonna say that for later.
Yeah, I thought everybody was gonna come out there trying to stop this.
Yeah, and so Daniel Bryan won the match, and then Stephanie got in the ring and slapped him, and then Triple H attacked him and hurt his shoulder. Pretty much with the way that we called it last time we were on. All right, let's go to match number 2. The Shield versus Kane versus the Outlaws.
You mean the Slaughter?
Or in layman's terms, the Squash match.
The ass whooping time.
Boy, they beat the shit out of them.
I mean, just non-stop, Shield for real. You know what I'm saying?
Good God, they came out there and just destroyed them.
Yeah, that was pretty much a bona fide squash match.
They want to look strong, I understand, but oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, wasn't the reason why they rushed was because Baz Billy Gunn was hurt?
I never heard of this one.
I think he got hurt after, didn't he?
Maybe, but
yeah, I think something actually getting hurt after, and but it made its point though. Had to be done.
yeah, but I wish they could have had an actual match or something like that. But the double powerbomb was pretty good.
Yeah, they destroyed him, man. That was the nail in the coffin, right? There. Boom. Yeah, it was time.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the third match. John Cena versus Barry Wyatt.
Okay,
let me start out about this.
Okay, I'll let you start it.
Okay. So I go on my Facebook after I got back home from watching it, and I pretty much said, "Fuck you, Cena." Two people commented on that, and that was our friend Cap and my sister. First of all, why in the hell is my sister defending John Cena? I would like to know that. She don't watch wrestling. She don't care about it.
Oh my God.
But because I said, fuck you, Cena, she got off on me about it. And secondly, Cap is defending Cena because I said, and I'm going to explain, that, I thought that Cena should have jobbed to Barry Wyatt. And I was like, why, he didn't really need the win. I mean, the dude was main evented WrestleMania twice, won twice, and it was time for him to put Wyatt over.
Won twice.
I take that back. He won once, lost once.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he really should just had let him won. Let Wyatt win the match. And then Cap gets every time about that, he should jog the Husky Harris. If I remember correctly. He was either Husky Harris or Barry Wyatt. I can't remember. But I just didn't understand that. But I gotta say the entrance was cool. I liked Wyatt's attire. That was awesome.
That was good.
As far as the match,
I love that the band was there.
That was even more awesome.
That was so freaking awesome. They did that.
Yeah, but
they did it in time as slow as they walked to the ring with the chair. They timed that perfectly.
I feel sorry for the dude that had to carry the chair out there.
Yeah, that was.
But as far as the match goes, it was all right. I did like the story they were telling when Cena tried to do the 5 knuckle shuffle. Barrett stood up and did the crab walk. That was good.
Put the Wyatt family in a damn horror movie. That is perfect right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking shit.
But I just didn't believe that Cena should have won the match. And we all should have known something was up. They kept using that damn legacy gimmick. I mean, for God's sakes, you used it for 2 straight WrestleManias and now. What was Wyatt gonna do with his legacy? That made no sense.
It should have been about the fact that Cena said all the new guys had to go through him. That should have been the story right there.
Pretty much.
Here's my issue with it.
Go ahead.
You got Bray Wyatt needed this win, man, more than John Cena. You got a guy who you're trying to build up to make a strong. He could be main heel. You got a really top caliber heel here, and the audience began to turn. Like the entire audience, like when he started singing that song, he's got the whole world in his hand. Everybody started singing it.
How often do you see a wrestling crowd sing that song in unison?
Yeah, like they were turning. They were really into it.
His hand. They were moving their hands in the air.
They were starting to feel it. They really wanted this was change, and I just think it was with all the effort they put into the build of Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Why are you gonna let Cena go over? It kills the entire build. Like, where does it go? Like, it just weakened him. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what the purpose of it was letting Cena go over. He didn't need the win.
Yeah.
That would have been a great WrestleMania moment for him. The fact that me Cena there, and to me, he just focused most of the time taking out the family, taking out Rowan and Harper.
Yeah, that.
And the way he speared Harper was just like, okay. And, that was just...
They didn't even do anything. They didn't even do anything. Like, it was that's what I'm saying. It was played so well because what he did was totally unprovoked. They were just standing around the ring and he just jumped on them. And then I love the part where he's trying to tempt him with the chair. Like, pick up the gun and shoot me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should have. I mean, it was a wasted build, man. We were into it at that point. Is he gonna do it? It was such a wasted build, man. It was a waste.
Mike, you have anything more to add to it?
Oh, well, I was saying it, like eventually Cena, the job, that would have been, I knew for a fact this is going to be rematched. This feud's going to keep going a little long. I just feel like it would have been a better story if Wyatt had the first win. But,
point.
Hopefully they will beat the crap out of Cena for a while. over and over and over and over, and the crowd still waving their arms, saying he's got the whole world. That's just one of the damnedest things I've ever seen. That was great.
It was a turn. The crowd turned.
In his hands, and yeah, I was just disappointed. Bray Wyatt should have won.
Yeah. Now we get to the heart of it all. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Wow. First of all, this match sucked. I'm sorry, but compared to the last, I want to say 5 Undertaker matches, this was complete crap. And pretty much what my fears, what I said on the last show, was pretty much confirmed that Brock didn't slow down. He couldn't hide, things well enough to, not make Taker look old, and didn't slow down enough for Taker to hide things and his age. And it was just a mess.
I think that was done purposefully, really. I think it was done that way to justify the end. Like, when I look at it, I don't think the match sucked, but I didn't think it was anything special, but it was enough. I think the match was enough, but personally, it lacked a better finish. Like, if you were gonna let something like that happen, me personally, I would have gone with a way better finish. Like, the finish could have been.
Thought Brock was gonna give him 6 F5s in that match.
The finish could have been better.
It would have made more sense than just.
I mean, sense.
Just that, like, he's looking at what Shadai's trying to say. Like, he was thinking, you're thinking of it more as being a beat down on the spirit, like just to see Taker refusing to die till the bloody end.
Well,
I know that. I'm just saying it just
would have been shocking for the moment
it would have been shocking, but you knew you were gonna see finishes at least a few times, and no, it wasn't obviously not the best Taker Mania matches, but I remember what I think one of us said, or my wife's cousin Reese, was like, you think about those first 5 matches he had at Mania.
What, you talking about the first?
The first 5 at Mania, yeah, were they really that good?
The King Kong
Bunch.
Bunch.
You tell me it was as bad as Giant Gonzalez?
No, this match was fine. It just my only complaint about this match was the ending.
Well, as we know,
that shocker.
The shocker was that Taker lost. I mean, everybody, including us, in the Price house, was just silent. I mean, actually, I thought the ref botched. We watched Botchamania.
Yeah. You think that the ref?
They hit 3 when they're not supposed to. And I'm like, did he hit 3?
Yeah, because we were sitting there like, he didn't know what was going on.
No, it was supposed to be like that.
The ref didn't know, the commentators didn't know. You could tell they didn't know either. Everybody's sitting there like.
It was like only a very small handful of people in there.
Yeah, I think they said it was like 4 people, and that was Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, and Undertaker.
Yeah, that's not and man, when you got out there, the thing that, I guess the match itself wasn't anything special, but because of the way it happened, and I think the main presentation of that match was the audience reaction. That was the best.
The problem I had with it is that, it's not that the streak was over. If Taker's fine with it and, he says that, it's okay for the streak to be over, I'll live with it.
Yeah.
But the problem was, one, it was a lousy build. They had nothing to go on itself for, we can't put Brock in the main event, so let's give him a consolation prize. Let's give him Taker. And they didn't build the way it should have been and have it mean something, because
they could have made about the UFC thing.
It could have been, like, honestly, and I'm not saying this, to be funny or anything, but if Paul Heyman didn't die, we don't really know how good, Punk and Taker's, the build for that match.
Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Paul Bearer's death I mean, his death actually helped, with, the Punk
Yeah, it
and
did.
Taker's,
It made it mean something.
storyline. It helped it out and it made it mean something. But, here we didn't have that, and I think that hurt the match a lot. And two, honestly, I like Brock, but he didn't really need this. I mean, he's a part timer. He's really getting nothing from it. It just seems like a waste.
I don't know. I don't think it was about Brock Lesnar at all. I really don't think it was about Brock Lesnar. I think it was more about Paul Heyman. When you look at the results, when history looks back on this, they're going to see a decent match that ended with a very shocking ending. And the shocking ending, yeah, Brock Lesnar will forever be remembered as the guy who ended the Undertaker's streak. Fine, good name. But when history looks back at Paul Heyman's career, from beginning, you look at Paul Heyman's career from its humble beginnings all the
But
way
Paul
up to
Heyman
now.
didn't need it.
Paul Heyman didn't need it, but man, look at when you stack all his accolades, then you put this.
He's not gonna.
Then
I'm gonna shut up about that for a long time.
I know, but when you stack it on top of everything else he's done in the business, dude, that's like insane. The guy gave us ECW.
Yeah,
The guy brought things to sport that we'd never even heard of. He's everybody has a Paul Heyman story in the business. Like, Paul Heyman's done all this stuff for the business, and not only that, now in history remembers back, he was the manager during the moment that the Undertaker's streak ended. A 20-year streak. It's Paul Heyman's legacy. Brock Lesnar got nothing out of this, I agree, but Paul Heyman sure as hell did.
I remember saying it for a while now, thinking, because it was also a whole dream match I wanted to see was Brock and Taker. And I remember saying, like, if Brock did it, he was there, everybody else got rostered. If Brock broke it, the only one that would have been believable. You couldn't see anybody else doing that if they did it, and then they fucking did it, and then it's like, holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. I know it made the Undertaker look out of date or whatnot, but I think that was part of that. That's what made it so believable is the fact that you have Brock Lesnar who's like 100 times more healthier and than the Undertaker. And yeah, I mean, I could see Brock doing it more than I could see anybody else doing it after Shawn Michaels is gone. I mean, who else could do it? I mean, what's it called? Our dreams of ever having Kobashi do it got shammed when he retired. So you just don't know. Nobody, there was nobody who could have did it. Like, what, Jericho's going to come back and do this? No.
Well, that was one person I would like to see try to go for it.
I would like to see that.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, we've done this a few times, naming folks we like to see go for it.
I think the thing that hurt us the most was not the fact of how it happened, or it wasn't. The thing that hurt me the most as a fan is not how it happened or why it happened or when it happened. The thing that hurt me as a fan is that at the time at which it happened, because now there, with Sting and everything, we were kind of hoping.
Well, that's what I was going to get into a little bit.
That's the salt in the wound. That's what hurt.
Now that Taker's streak is done, do you really think that they're still going to go through with Sting versus Undertaker?
No.
I
wouldn't. It wouldn't be worth it. It'd be
especially
stupid.
Now that after the match we learned that Taker had like a big a concussion, a serious concussion. I hate to say it, but I think that was the end of Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I don't really see what reason Taker would have to do another wrestling match now that the streak is done and the streak has been broken. So what's the point? So I guess Sting is just gonna be there to be the ambassador. Now that unfortunately Ultimate Warrior's gone, he's probably gonna take Warrior's spot as an ambassador for WWE and do stuff for WWE.
Yeah. What's sad about it would have been nice to have Warrior doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. But so I think do you agree, Pike, with what we said? I said, do you agree with that? You think that this is pretty much Taker's last match?
The way he went out and the 21 one thing, I think he's done.
Yeah.
But boy, was it ever one of the most shocking moments in the history of sports. Period.
I definitely put it up there. You know, of shocking. Just the whole world just shook.
Yeah, like a lot of people heard about this morning wrestling fans.
It's very rare for WWE to do that these days, so that's the plan. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
If you can put a picture on all the shocked, sad faces and that entire dome, you know.
It was definitely worthy. It was definitely worthy of a Sports Center highlight. I was glad that, it was worth it. Because it was one of the most, it does need to be respected as one of the most shocking events in sports. Because, even though sports entertainment, I mean, my God, when people who aren't even wrestling fans heard about it and they go crazy, that's when you shocked the world. I mean, it did shock us all.
When you're trending on Twitter and you're like the number one news topic on Yahoo and all that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. But also, before we move on, Taker's entrance was pretty awesome.
That was good. I love
the
that
whole
entrance.
casket with everybody's name on it.
And the things, like, Brock's just lights up on fire. Like, holy crap. What?
Yeah. And I also did like...
That was awesome.
And I did like that he went back to the whole hat and trench coat.
Yeah, that was good. One last ride.
Yeah. Instead of coming out as the Assassin's Creed Taker.
I would have liked to see him go out there with the Johnny Cash song again. That would have been, especially if this was going to be the loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cool when he did that.
That was good.
Yeah. And so we move on to the next match. The Vicky Guerrero Invitational with all the divas against AJ.
I am so...
Or everyone against... might as well be against AJ. Why not?
Yeah. For some sources, they said that the match was a botch. Which, yeah, we kind of understand because most of the... No, I'm not going to diss them. There were some good spots.
Yeah.
Natty was going to go for a 3-woman sharpshooter, but then Eva Maurice had to interrupt it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb as hell.
They should have let that fly. I was waiting for that one.
But speaking of flying, I got to give credit to the Bellas. That dive was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we definitely... That's going to be in the highlight of our show. He actually compliments the Bellas.
Yeah. But...
Don't get cocky, Bellas. It ain't going to happen again.
But Nikki really needs to get rid of the shot treatment as her finisher. That really does not look right with her. What else happened? Let's get to the finish. I did pick Naomi, and unfortunately Naomi was the one that was put into the Black Widow. Apparently, while we were not watching, they said that AJ made her tap. That it was AJ that was using her hand not to make her tap, and the ref missed it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't really get. So apparently Naomi was supposed to win.
I think if that was the case, yeah, I think so.
And I'm sitting here going, well, the fucker could have been what? 5-3.
Wow.
But it was okay, but then again, people probably didn't pay attention because of the whole streak getting broken. So
that was the bad. I liked the Divas, but that was a straight up bathroom break.
Yeah, just
bathroom break, crying session, vlog.
Yeah, nobody was watching after that.
You know.
Yeah, we were. Everybody just went to intermission after that.
Everybody was just exhausted.
Yeah.
It was like, yay, go AJ.
Yeah, AJ retained, which shocked me, but nonetheless. All right, let's get to the other main point. The triple threat: Randy Orton versus Batista versus Daniel
Whoa!
Bryan.
You didn't do the battle royal.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we gotta talk about that. Yeah, yeah, the battle royal.
the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Shot a lot better than I thought it was gonna
Oh
be.
man, that thing was awesome. Yeah, that was a good match.
Actually, that was the highlight of the unsuspect. Well, I can't say unsuspected because
The,
Taker took
yeah,
that.
that was the show
It
stealer.
was
That
the
was
second unsuspected highlight of the night. Um, with everybody in the ring, it seemed like it was Pat ready to stay on top of the top rope because
yeah,
it was so bad.
yeah,
I
it was.
swear Kofi Kingston came from Mortal Kombat World or something, because that was a damn
Kofi
beast.
Kingston pulled one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a
Kofi is
rumble.
Always put, whenever it's a Battle Royal or Royal Rumble, always put Kofi in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kofi's lucky he didn't pull a Sid Vicious
yeah.
doing that shit because he could have easily fucked up his leg or something else doing that.
I
But
mean,
that was a cool spot.
it's like this in the last couple of Rumble matches that they've had over the past couple of years. It's become people have really started to play off the psychology of the fact that you don't have to get eliminated if you fall off the ring. That doesn't mean you're eliminated until both feet touch the ground. And people forget about that. It was pretty clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool.
But let's talk about the other highlight. Fandango, dude was dancing outside on the road.
Oh yeah, that was
And everybody was doing the
It was
Fandango.
all over again.
And everybody was doing the Fandango with him, and then he got eliminated.
that was great.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the winner, Antonio Cesaro, pulling it off by slam by doing a slam body slam.
He lifted Big Show and threw him over the top rope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like he's strong as I don't know what. That guy is strong,
Yeah,
man.
he earned that, and I don't believe. And that ain't steroids by a damn sight. He fucking earned that.
He had to like, dude, man. Show had to shake his hand.
Fucking that's like an Adonis. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
I'm just glad he didn't fuck Show up because he could have easily put Show on his head or Show could land the wrong way.
I know,
Get.
and
That's what-
I know his ass had to be sore.
Oh yeah, I mean we all heard the stories of when Hogan slammed Andre and it fucked up his back. So
Now, imagine this. If this was Big Show when he was like giant in WCW, do you think Cesaro could have done that?
probably.
Well, then what would be the difference?
Yeah, just
I'm saying the Big Show has lost weight though.
when he was really. I remember talking about when he was
Remember
like
when he was
really
really
big.
huge?
Yeah, when he really was the weight. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well,
He
Maybe
was like real big.
I wouldn't doubt
Cesaro would have done that.
Cesaro's still like Cesaro's like incredibly strong. I think he's just really freaking strong. I think he could do it. He's really Claudio Castagnoli,
And
man.
that was like old school Big Show. I don't know. But it would have. I know he would have been broken after that.
He couldn't have lifted Andre the Giant. He never got him up.
And it looked like with the way Hogan did with Andre in slow motion like that,
yeah.
It's like,
But that was back when Hulk Hogan had the pythons, like
Yeah.
the real ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that was a good win for him.
Yeah.
He might even pick Cesaro.
Nah, I picked Dolph.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, actually, he wasn't really supposed to be in the match. They put him in there.
The first highlight, the highlight for me, the first one right off the bat was seeing Yoshi. That was great.
Yeah, like man, he's
It was
just
great seeing Yoshi and Gabriel and Kid and, I'm just saying it was great seeing those folks. It's been a while.
yeah, you don't see
And
him.
Brad Maddox, you see Brad Maddox?
Yeah, like you don't see any of these people anymore.
Yeah, it was great. It was great seeing them.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the main event. The triple threat: Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan. I gotta admit, this is a very good main event, which is saying much since the last three weren't all that spectacular.
Yeah, this was way better than I expected. I expected just your regular triple threat, contest.
I know. I have to say, me and my wife love that song. That was fucking awesome seeing that band.
Oh yeah, when the band, yeah, that was good.
When the band did it, and you saw it, you guys at my house, you saw me. We were singing that fucking thing.
I loved it.
I love it too, and then just again, Randy were pace in motion.
Oh yeah,
It was like he better do that fucking pose. So, but yeah, it was a really good match. You know, I would say it's would you say that was match of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm between that and the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was match of the night. I guess
I would put Battle Royal at a very close second.
Yeah.
Battle Royal was pretty good.
And how often do we say that about fucking Battle Royals?
Yeah, that's very rare.
Yeah, very rare. But a lot of the spots, that RKO Batista Bonto, good lord, I gotta give Orton credit. Dude took one hell of a bump because he landed right on that monitor.
That's the great thing about Orton when it comes to RKOs. He knows how to land that shit. He knows how to catch it, you know.
Yeah,
but dude keeps on getting fucked.
That could have botched so bad.
But he has bad time. I mean, not bad time.
Bad landings.
Bad landings, because like, what was that? What was that one?
Was nice, though.
What was that one where I think it was with the Big Show? He was trying to RKO show through the table or somebody, and he fell the wrong way into like one of the monitor holes or something like that.
Yeah, it's like he got stuck.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I think that was Show.
I think it was Show.
I think so.
And he got fucked up.
Whenever I think about when the times he fucked up, I still think about the best RKO I ever seen. You know which one I'm talking about? The Evan Bourne.
Yeah, the Evan Bourne, that was good.
That was beautiful. So it was a really good match, and then you knew he was coming.
Yeah.
Like, you knew Triple H and Stephanie were coming any moment.
With the referee, man, that was wow.
But and thank God, and then we knew, we picked when he was gonna be in. We picked Daniel, and it's so great to see Batista tap.
Yeah.
That was great.
Real excited to see that.
And glad Daniel Bryan finally, after so much craziness with Daniel Bryan in WrestleMania, that 1 year, I think it was the Atlanta one when he had been on the free show.
No, that was Miami.
Huh?
That was Miami.
Okay. No, he was supposed to fight. It was the one in Atlanta. He was supposed to fight Sheamus, and then it became a Battle Royal.
Was it?
No.
The Miami one with him and Sheamus for the belt.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where they started the Yes move.
Yeah.
The Atlanta one.
Don't question me about. It's like, don't question me about Mania, bitch. But no, I'm just saying like that, and then one of the stupidest moments when they did that to him with Sheamus and that belt for the belt.
He's been getting short in for a minute. It's been one of those trendies.
Yeah.
I mean, and then last year when he finally got a little bit of redemption with that tag team with Kane.
Yeah.
And then finally, boom, got the real WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
That great ending. Like, thank God.
Kind of shocked that they didn't have his fiancée at the time out there with it, but she wrote on Twitter. They said she wrote on Twitter said that she wasn't allowed to, which made no sense.
I know why. I'm saying what was fuck up with that.
No,
I should have let Bree go out there.
Yeah.
And then because that was his sister and niece.
Yeah.
And had a confetti all around. So like finally, Daniel Bryan gets the belts.
Yeah.
Hallelujah to that.
All right. So let's talk about Raw after WrestleMania. As we all know, over the past 2 years, the Raw after WrestleMania is almost maybe is bigger than WrestleMania. But I kind of say that both WrestleMania and Raw this time were at point. The crowd was fucking hot. The whole thing with Daniel Bryan, where they screamed that he deserted, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just fucking great. I gotta say, the real pop at the night was when Cesaro came out and he got the trophy, and then he
No,
had.
you said that was the one of the night?
I would say
Pop.
that's kind of one of the pops of the night.
Yeah. Oh, man.
When
It was so cool how Cesaro did that.
yeah, and then Heyman came out and he declared that he was the advocate for the King of Swing. That was
my
funny as hell.
That's good.
It's like, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
No, you do it right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I am not.
No, you have to say the name slow or like Paul Heyman, and then he starts talking fast.
This is you. I'm the manager. I say it the right way.
How about we? You see, this is why I'm gonna buy that DVD when it comes out.
Paul Heyman off. Oh God.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? It's being called "Ladies and Gentlemen." My name is Paul Heyman. That's seriously the name of the DVD.
What?
Are you serious?
Really?
I swear to God, I read that the other day. Like the working title for the DVD coming out in August for Paul Heyman is "Ladies and Gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman."
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I swear I saw it.
If they do that, ladies and
What else would
gentlemen,
you name it?
they have to put his face on the cover like he looks like he's saying it. That'd be funny. They need to put a close up of his face or anything.
Jesus.
So my name is Paul Heyman.
But anyway, that even though it sounds corny as fuck, it can work for Cesaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Are they gonna actually get the music?
I hope so. I don't know why they ain't giving him music now.
I mean, you think they would, unless they're working on a new one for him, which I guess that's cool. I like this music, but like the music he had before he joined Swagger and them.
Maybe.
And how fucked up was that Swagger running that trophy?
I was waiting for the crowd to go, piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
That was just wrong.
Well, honestly, the trophy
the
looked ugly
it
as
needed,
hell.
it needed like
all that hype for that trophy, and finally he gets it.
the figurine on the trophy needed more definition. It needed a little bit more definition.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect Andre the Giant or anything, but that fucking trophy is ugly as hell.
I expected it to be, for some reason I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
It needed more definition.
How?
Like the figurine, it just looked so weird. Like they needed to define, like put a little bit more definition in the design, so that we could tell it's really Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I kept seeing it. It was all gold. I thought that character from Justice League Booster Gold.
Oh my God.
I seriously thought that staring at that thing. You know.
You thought Booster Gold?
Because his name's gold and the gold on the trophy.
Okay.
Booster.
That's for all you nerds out there. You didn't think I knew my knowledge, did you?
You don't. But
God.
anyway, let's talk about the other surprise.
And fuck you. Yes, I know just as much as you do. Fuck you.
No, you don't.
Oh God,
Yeah,
you
I do.
got dick in that.
Fuck off. Anyway, let's talk about the other surprise of the night.
I guess because you said fuck off, I guess that makes you the Mr. Paul Heyman, don't it?
Well, with you, yeah.
There you go. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Let's get to the other surprise of the night. Paige finally showed up. Why are you putting your head down like that?
Because it was probably one of the stupidest.
Have I? I know. Have I not been talking about this girl?
Yeah.
Have I not been mentioning how good she is and on NXT for, I don't know, quite a while now? Have I not been talking about her? But holy shit, a hell of a debut.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Well,
It had
see
to
that
happen.
CK had some problems with it, so
It had to happen. I'm just gonna say that it had to happen.
I know.
What would you? Look at it this way.
I know how you feeling, CK, because people listen to the show. If you listen to the show many times, you heard how CK thinks she could kept this reign going, and I can imagine his thoughts when this happened.
It was just like, okay, like okay, like this could have maybe waited because, like I said, right now after a win like that at Mania, and you in an impossible situation like that, you pull it out. She can just keep talking trash and then keep this junk going to a point where
It would have been such a better story. You had Paige chase after
yeah,
her,
it
you
would have been
know.
way better. It would have made for a
And
better
then it's
story.
like saying you had this over 200-day reign, coming off that WrestleMania match, beat all these divas, to end up on Raw losing to the belt to a 21-year-old girl in her debut match.
It would have been.
In just
It would
like
have done a
what, like
lot.
3 minutes?
Yeah, it would have done a lot more if they just let her chase her. It would have done a lot more for the women's wrestling when she finally did lose it. Like, because
Cause let's face it,
it would have brought a lot more attention to it.
didn't they mess up Gail Kim that way?
Yeah, they screwed that up too.
That's like the only other ones I can think of who did that. One in their debut was like won the belt in their debut was like Gail Kim and Carlito.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt Carlito.
No,
It
but
didn't, but
But
you know.
Gail Kim was another story. It's another story.
Yeah.
But it's good seeing Paige in there. Didn't see why
It
they.
was good. And so I hate her theme music. Her theme music in just was so much better, but I'm so happy for her. I'm a big fan of hers. And let's just see where it goes.
So,
And I felt that, what a way to humiliate AJ. I mean, shit.
yeah, that.
well,
There's no other way you can look at it. I'm sure she likes Paige. I think she likes Paige, and she probably thought she was going to be one to do it, but to do it like that?
Yeah, it was very wrong. They did it wrong.
oh yeah. Before we get to the main event, did anybody hear when the crowd was chanting?
Hold on, before we do, right quick, since CQ was so on the AJ ring, how long do you give Paige with the belt?
At this point, probably a couple of months.
Okay. Big Dad.
Okay. So did anybody?
Do you have a number?
For how long Paige would keep the belt?
I say about 4 or 5 months.
You say 2, maybe 3.
I said 435 days.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm kidding. Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I was gonna say, did anybody hear what the crowd was chanting when Cena came out?
No.
They were singing with Cena's theme song, saying Cena sucks.
Oh my, are you serious?
Yeah, they were going like Cena sucks and all that. And WWE were trying to hide it and shit, but it didn't work.
They don't forget. WrestleMania never forget.
Yeah. But main event was Triple H versus Daniel Bryan again. Triple H had Batista and Orton come beat up Bryan, and then Kane chokeslammed him. Then Triple H got in and was finna start the match. Then Shield came out. I gotta admit, also, what we forgot to say on the WrestleMania review, those ghost-like masks that the Shield wear now, that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
That is gangster. That is straight gangster, and it fits, and they know how to rock that shit.
Yeah.
That tells you right there, this group ain't breaking up.
Oh, not yet. But so Shield came in and Triple H was trying to keep the peace, but got a spear for it, and Orton and Batista got beat down with Kane, and then Shield still talking with Bryan. I'd say pretty solid Raw.
Yeah.
The crowd pretty much made it as always.
It's pretty good. It was a very good Raw. I enjoyed it.
I mean, that's what we're really missing in wrestling today. A really lively crowd.
Yeah, like crowds generally haven't been getting into it because it's been terrible, but not thinking.
Well, maybe it might be because
I had to say, I was saying, did you see how happy that crowd was when Bad News Bear came out?
Yeah.
And then they were even screaming when he hit his elbow. It was like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah. We got to mention California Kid's boy return.
Oh yeah. Why he didn't do that at Mania? I'll never understand.
Two books.
He's have him at the Battle Royal or some shit.
Well,
that
they
would have
did.
been cool.
Well, they
If
did that
like the
before.
last entrant for the Battle Royal would have been him.
Well, they did it already before RVD. Because he returned. Didn't he return from TNA
Yeah,
in
he
the Battle
came.
Royal
Yeah,
in Royal Rumble?
yeah, he showed up and
So
No,
it
it
would
was
have been.
Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was
man.
Money Bank. You're right.
Yeah, Money in the Bank. Yeah.
But I know Dan was probably happy about that.
It's good to see him. Just like I said,
Dan's probably gonna run to Target get the new RVD action figure. I saw that.
Man, gotta get the action figure.
I saw this. I'm like, Dan's gonna get that.
I know Rob will sign it for me. He'll do that.
Yeah. But let's talk about this week's Raw with Triple H facing off against the Shield.
Congratulations to Daniel Bryan because he wasn't there because he finally married Brie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting battle between the Shield and Evolution back together again, even though they're missing one person.
Oh my God, man, she was so happy. My wife, man, she was so happy about that.
It's
like seeing that they were back together.
Yeah.
And she started singing the song, Evolution is a mystery.
oh
It's
my
like,
God.
it's like she doesn't like Triple H, but she does love his theme song.
She likes the song.
She was singing King of Kings too now.
Oh my God.
Don't you hate that song?
I don't hate it.
Yes, you do. You hate the Evolution song.
I like the Evolution song. I hate the Evolution song.
Yeah, because every time I played it, you get mad about it.
I hated the game. That was the one I hated.
Wow.
Time to play the game. That's the one I hated.
Really?
But I like King of Kings. The Evolution. Well, okay, maybe you're right. It took a minute to get used to it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it is Shield and Evolution. And here's my thing, though. Maybe you guys have you noticed it's Orton, Batista, Triple H against Shield, right? For Extreme Rules. What are they gonna do with Daniel Bryan?
I guess he got the month off.
Yeah.
A month off.
I'll give him some time off.
Well, if they're gonna make Evolution versus the Shield, I mean, what are you gonna do with Bryan?
Oh my God! What if they have him fight Kane?
That make no sense.
I heard he was getting the mask back.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be wearing the mask again and fighting on Monday.
Ooh.
You can see WWE doing some shit where Kane beats Daniel Bryan and then sets it up for Extreme Rules for the belt.
Oh God.
I hope not. Because that would make no sense. But then again, it's WWE.
Yeah, keep in mind, it's WWE.
Yeah.
Where logic goes out the window.
Yeah. It should be a good match. Evolution versus the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it'd be a lot better than the WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
At least. But but after seeing what Orton and Batista did for the main event WrestleMania, I'll give them a shot.
And they did that Powerbomb Batista RKO thing again, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Probably gonna be if you're not doing anything with Dan Bryan, it's probably gonna be the main event. I'm sure it's gonna be match of the night, maybe.
Yeah. And also on Raw, they did the number one contender tournament for the IC belt.
Oh yeah, they did have a tournament.
Which makes no sense, but whatever.
I think it's because, Christian getting concussed again, so they didn't know what else to do.
Poor Christian.
I mean, man, that's a damn shame.
Yeah. Matches on Raw was RVD versus Alberto Del Rio.
Oh my God, he's still after Del Rio.
Good match. RVD won. Then Cesaro versus Mark Henry, which kind of answers you guys' question when y'all were talking about if he could pick Show Up. He was back at the Giant. He was able to pick up Henry a little bit, so maybe, maybe not.
It goes back to the question, yeah.
Well, you mean actually body slam him?
Well, you were saying like if Show had the weight on,
Yeah,
and I
back when
would.
he was like, when he went to WWE, he was like, maybe he could. I'm
Well,
not
he
gonna.
picked up
I'm
Henry
sure
a
he
little.
could have.
He picked up Henry a little bit,
Yeah.
so maybe. But Cesaro won, so now it's gonna be Cesaro versus RVD.
I should have asked you if Cesaro could do the swing on him. That's gonna be some. That would be some Guinness World Record shit right there if he could do that.
Next match was let's see, it was Barrett versus Ziggler, right?
Ziggler, yeah, Bad News Bear versus Ziggler.
And Barrett won.
Yeah.
So what was the other match?
Ziggler's just been getting his
It
ass kicked.
was shit. No, Sheamus and Swagger.
Yeah, and Sheamus won.
So now in the semifinal it's like it's Cesaro, Sheamus, and Cesaro, RVD, and Sheamus and Barrett, right?
Yeah, I'm calling that.
Cesaro and RVD.
It's gonna be Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh yeah. I think Cesaro's getting it at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put the IC belt on him.
Well, they haven't done anything with Big E with the belt.
This
so
match between Cesaro and RVD ought to be good, though.
I try to take Big. I like Big E. I try to take him serious. It's just when he starts talking, it don't work.
Yeah.
When you're doing a commercial with Sheamus over Toys R Us, no. No, don't. And then he's saying this weird shit. He's fucking weird to me. Just something about him is weird to me about Big E, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, great build, great guy, but don't talk.
Yeah, he needs the Goldberg treatment.
Yes. Oh, and there's one thing, I don't know if you guys saw it. Have you seen the promos for Bo Dallas and Adam Rose?
I saw Adam Rose. I see Bo Dallas.
They gave.
And you know, with Bo Dallas, they got the whole Bo Leave. I swear to God, that's the hashtag Bo Leave.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. They've been showing you can like people doing stuff and like saying you can do whatever you want. You just gotta Bo Leave.
Somebody step on
I
that.
saw that defense. I was like, Bray Wyatt's brother. You believe that?
Man, somebody step on that Bo Weevil. Oh man, terrible. It's really bad.
And then you got Adam Rose, who is a very more serious wrestler in NXT. You got him doing this. You know what it is? It's Russell Brand.
Yeah. He's got a party bus.
Got a party bus stuck in, and obviously no alcohol because it's WWE, so I don't know what the point of this is. And then I actually saw his interest in NXT, and it's just like that. He had like a crowd behind him for the interest, and he goes on the apron and falls back, and they wave him, they lift him to the other side.
Okay.
Like that seriously was. If you go on YouTube and look at his NXT interest, it's exactly that.
Does he sing his own interest too?
No.
Duh.
Does he?
I think so. I'm not for sure. That's what I was asking.
Holy shit, if he does, my God.
But
it's like the whoa.
And also they have a bunny on there too.
Yes, and a little person, because you can't have a party without a little person. That was that one part in the promo. He was like, "This is my current ex-girlfriend, and this is my future ex-girlfriend."
Wow.
It's like, oh, okay, WWE, I'll buy. Sure, okay. They're like, comic gimmicks are very tricky, so good luck to you on that. So and then you can have him doing his party and having all fun. Hell, you can have Zack Ryder coming to you out party. You get a Rusev, nobody off.
Nah.
God,
Zack
Ryder. Yeah, kill him. Oh, no.
That would be instant kill for his career.
Yeah. Do we like Rusev? We like Rusev so far?
I haven't seen him yet, but I'm going to.
He's alright. You know what it reminds me of? Even though technically he's actually Bulgarian, but it reminds me of Rocky IV. You know, how it was Ivan Drago and his wife with him.
Yeah, that's what they were going for with this, and the fact that I thought they were copying that that character from Street Fighter Third Strike, the big wrestler with the woman poison from Final Fight.
You talking about the big dude that looked like motherfucker Andre the Giant?
Yeah, from Final Fight. From like,
how does he look like that?
No, I thought they got some of the concept from it. Like I thought, you know,
that's where he thought he got a concept from, and I'm just thinking it's more like Ivan Drago.
Yeah, like more like Drago because the voice.
But that dude was tall as fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
And basically, it's just like Drago is the woman doing most of the talking, you know. I don't think Russo can really speak that good English anyway, so.
Probably not.
Well, Lana's apparently actually American, so just doing a Russian accent.
Wow, really?
That's what Reed told me. Like she's actually from Los Angeles. She can just do a really good Russian accent.
Hey, they did the same thing with that.
Didn't the Russian chick from
Glow? Yeah, Colonel Ninichka. Colonel Ninichka. That was one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time, man. It's Colonel Ninichka. That was a great gimmick, man. She was nasty out there too.
Yeah.
She really seriously hurt a lot of people. It was great.
But so let's end our WrestleMania recap with this. What would you grade WrestleMania? I'll give it a 9.
Solid 9.
It would have been 10 if Cena had put Wyatt over.
Yeah, it would have been 10 if Wyatt had gone over.
We got 10 right. With the Brock Lesnar shocker, the Cesaro carrying him, and carrying Big Show, and seeing the bands perform, and the main event. Yeah, I give it 9.5.
Yeah, solid 9 for me. I give it a solid 9.5.
Does anybody want to talk about Eric Young becoming TNA World Champion?
No.
Holy shit. I but when I heard that he got the belt, my first thought was, I can't wait to see Jeff Jarrett's new thing. And like I said, I like it. I did not see that coming.
I think they were just trying to copy off of WWE's coattails again.
Yep.
Speaking of WWE, to listeners, go see that WWE produced movie Oculus. It is very good.
Oculus is good.
Yeah, Oculus is good. And you know, the best part was the redhead. You know, the redhead from Doctor Who, Amy Pond's in it.
Yeah,
The whole movie.
Oh wow.
It is one monologue where she talked straight through for like 13 minutes, and she was fantastic. And in terms of horror movies this year, that's the one to beat right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was that good. Like, you guys see, it's not even that scary. It's more psychological, suspenseful.
Yeah.
So it's like your move. It's like your move, Paranormal Activity. One of the few times WWE got it right with producing a flick. Very, 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 very few times. But yeah, Eric Young, I give him about a month. I'm being nice. I'm sorry. I just don't see him as world championship material.
Me neither.
Sounds very asshole like of me, but I gotta be real.
Me neither. I remember when he came to AWN. That was pretty funny.
I think he's an all-around great guy.
Yeah.
Just not who I would want to be my champion.
No, definitely not. That's a big no.
He has a great comedy gimmick, but not my world champion.
No.
Not the champion.
And somewhere Mickey James is pissed.
That's funny.
Well, I think we've done enough for this week. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Thank you, California Kid. Thank you, Pike. And
thank you so much. And always believe, y'all. Believe.
Oh, fuck that. Please subscribe and comment. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See you.